Hi, my name is Ioana Stoika, pronouns she, her. I live in Laurel, which is in District 21, and I'm a District 21 co-captain for JUFJ and also serve on the Maryland core team. I came to JUFJ about 6 years ago as a novice. I was a teacher in a Title I school, and although I cared deeply about justice in our community, I didn't know how to effect change outside of my profession. And not only that, but I did not believe that I had the power to do so. But I took a chance on a JUFJ session that was being held at my synagogue, Osei Shalom. And I can, with deep gratitude, say that it very much changed the trajectory of my life. At first, I was coming to events as much as I could, but I had very little idea about the intricate details of policies we advocated for and of the politics in Annapolis. But JUFJ's organizing model is truly focused on empowering and growing leaders. And I gradually began to grasp more and more of the nuance and also began to take on more responsibilities, including that of being a district captain. With time, my work for JUFJ expanded into confidence to lead in other contexts. So for example, I started working with a couple of other individuals at my synagogue to found the Social Justice Committee. As the years passed, I found myself dedicating more and more time organizing outside of school hours to the point where it was almost as much time as I was spending teaching. So I decided to take a big leap this summer of transitioning careers into professional policy advocacy. I am so grateful to JUFJ for steering me in this direction and for nurturing my growth. Now, here are some highlights from the past year of JUFJ's statewide work in Maryland. The usual Maryland legislative session runs from January to April, but in December of 2021, the Maryland General Assembly held a special legislative session. Even though their focus was on redistricting, having a special session before a regular legislative session meant that the bills that we supported in 2021 that were vetoed by Governor Hogan needed to have those vetoes overridden during the 1-week special session. Hundreds of JUFJers wrote to their legislators through our action alert, tagged them on social media, and showed up in Annapolis to speak with them about the importance of these overrides. And it worked. The General Assembly overrode vetoes of all 3 bills that we focused on, including 2 immigrant justice bills and 1 to depoliticize the parole process. These wins are already making a real impact on the lives of Marylanders who are immigrants and who are incarcerated. We spent the end of 2021 aligning our issue priorities with our partners, educating our community about these issues, and meeting with over 60 legislators in districts across Maryland. When the state legislative session began on January 12th, we worked with our partners at the Time to Care Coalition, Renters United Maryland, Maryland Coalition for Justice and Police Accountability, CASA, ACLU, Out for Justice, Maryland Justice Project, and so many more to push for our priority issues. We are thrilled that out of 8 key priorities, 4 of them passed. We are grateful for the dedication and activism of hundreds of JUFJers who sent emails, made calls, wrote op-eds, met with our legislators, delivered Purim gift baskets, and went to Annapolis for the Time to Care rally that was a critical turning point in the campaign. Together with our partners, we won paid family and medical leave for millions of Marylanders, access to lawyers for children facing police interrogation, funding to provide pre-release services to incarcerated women, and funding to provide lawyers to people facing eviction. Unfortunately, while a bill to help prevent evictions passed, the governor vetoed it after the session ended. During a hearing on a key immigration bill, Delegate Dan Cox made anti-Semitic and xenophobic comments. We sent a letter in response to House Speaker Adrian Jones and the delegate on the committee. Despite some setbacks, we had our most successful General Assembly session yet, engaging nearly 1,000 JUFJers together with our partners, making a significant impact in Annapolis and across the state. Since the end of the General Assembly session in April, JUFJers from Baltimore, Montgomery, Prince George's, and Anne Arundel counties, as well as from Baltimore City, have gathered in person to build community and to prepare for the next statewide legislative cycle. We celebrated Sukkot together at our Maryland community kickoff, and then came together on Zoom for our Maryland organizing kickoff to prepare for the 2023 legislative session. Leading up to the general election, we created a video series about what is at stake in the races for governor, attorney general, comptroller, and the General Assembly. We also supported a ballot measure in Howard County to continue our work for immigrant justice by defending the Liberty Act, which helps keep immigrants' residents safe from ICE. This year has also included a number of staffing changes at JUFJ. We sadly said goodbye to Rihanna Lloyd and gladly said hello to Rudy Malcolm, our new communications associate for Maryland. And we welcomed JUFJ Maryland leader, Sarah Hiller, onto our staffing organizing team.